This is Terry McDade, aka the Pirate Hunter, and this is a quick build update on a couple of the kits that are being used in the Welcome to Potsdorf build. What you're looking at right here, I'll try to get a closer shot of it in a minute here, is the generator is from the generator kit that I got for this. The two figures are from the Tamiya Tank Mechanics set. I'll go into a little more detail on them. The oil drum on the left side is from the Tank Mechanics set, as is the toolbox on top of it. The toolbox on the right is from the generator set, as are the two jerry cans it's setting on, and the box that the one mechanic's got his butt on is from Value Gear. What this backstory on this section of the Welcome to Potsdorf is these two mechanics, they're tank mechanics, and they're ended up in Potsdorf there. Now what they're trying to build is a generator that'll work, that'll get power there. As the power coming into it is unreliable at best due to partisans, things like that, dreaded beavers eating down power poles or something, causing the power lines to collapse. Off in the right side in the back in this area, kind of somewhere on it, will be kind of a junk pile that'll have the broken up mount from the generator, things like that. So this is what this is basically, this set on this section of it. Let me move this over here and see if I can get you a little better picture on it. Now these figures are a dark green plastic. They are a really soft plastic. As you can see on the bottom one, the one on the, I'll cut him of bottom, his back, I had to reshape the whole body. And the mistake I'd made is I waited till I got the arms on to do it. A few things about this: I would reshape the body before, the upper half of the body, before you ever glue it together. It's really weird shaped and looks really strange. Either just after you take the arms and the legs off the sprues and this, I would really go after them good before, to clean the seam lines off of them and the flash off of them before you put it together, because it's really tough once he's together. And as I said, both these figures are a really soft plastic. So when I had to fix his cover that he has on right here, it's really soft. Any trimming that you do, anything you try to do, that plastic is so soft, if you're not careful, you can take a really good gouge out of it, as I have learned. And trying to reshape this and do some of this, I had to totally go around the edge of his cover and to redo the collar on the coveralls on him. The tank mechanic that's kneeling down, none of this is glued together right now. The tank mechanic that is kneeling down, he wasn't too bad. He had a little bit of issues, but the one setting down is got some real issues. And I don't know if he's a strange shape because he's supposed to be bending over looking at this, but this is where he ended up and the way I ended up putting it on it. So let me move this, and so hang on here. Hopefully nobody will get motion sickness. See if you can get a little better look at it. On the generator, you can see the copper wires that are for the spark plugs on it. There's some photo etch on it. The photo etch in this kit, some of it is not very good. The framework that goes for the handle, for the power cord, is really flimsy. The holes are wrong on it, things like this. So that's where I made my own framework for it, that's setting where you can't quite see it. The fender on this, to give it a little more look like it's, you know, coming out of a junk pile, I took the fender, and you can see where I took some of the lead sheeting, lead pieces I have, and cut the fender open, kind of cracked it and broke it, and then put them on it like they're trying to splice it together. The tarp and boards just that I put up on the front of it are just set on there. They're from Value Gear. But as you can see, the tools, I said I'm doing this on a tab too, so detail's not that great. The tools aren't too bad. That is the toolbox from the generator. It has a large amount of bigger tools. The box on the right fender, as we're looking at it, I used some of the lead sheeting and made some rags hanging out of it that I'll have to color. But this, down around where the generator is setting on a plate there, I took and used some Mr. Surfacer and Tamiya putty and put it in there, and then stippled it to make it, stippled I guess works, to make it look like it was welded on there. Put some kind of weld seam on there to show how they put it together. So this is where this portion of it is at right now. Most sections of this have become right there. Everything is being put together. The field kitchen, I've been trying to find some pictures of it, of these things. I found a bunch of models that they've weathered in this on it. So it's all painted. It's waiting to be weathered. I've got the kit that I bought, this kit here. Well, let's see if you can see it, rust stain and streaking from AV Vallejo. That I've looked at some pictures, and I think I can replicate the way the staining looks on top of it, because as it was hot and the water would have melted on it, and this, it would have left stains in this. But that's for another video. But this one, this is where this is at. Next time this, you see this, another update on this, they will have all been painted. Everything will have been painted on it and assembled and ready to go on the diorama. So until the next time, this is Terry McDade, aka the Pirate Hunter, saying welcome to Potsdorf. And to quote the great Jerry Springer, take care of yourself and each other.